That's the thing. Like, it gives him special powers. I mean, he was teleporting. We were walking home. He's standing in front of me, and I'm like, how did you get over here? Like, what in the world? And you said, I teleported. Hey guys, welcome to the Nichols Nook. I'm Jess.
I'm Chaz.
And today we will be doing the husband and wife tag.
So in this video, we are going to discuss things that we like to do, our favorite hobbies, foods, etc. So you get to know us a little bit, our background, how we met. Let's get started.
All right, so the first question is, where did we meet?
So we met in sophomore year of high school, so 10th grade in science class. We had a science class together, and this smoking hot babe was sitting right next to me. And I was like, yo, you got a boyfriend? And she's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we were in 10th grade. We thought we were like so cool. We actually both had relationships. Chaz would come up and flirt with me all the time. And there was one time in particular, do you remember? Do you remember what you did to me?
I remember what you did to me.
I remember what you did to me.
You grabbed my necklace, my sunglasses lanyard, pulled me close like this. I said, all right, see ya. And just walked away.
I was trying to play around with him. But that was actually junior year. So sophomore year, he liked me for a while anyway. So I started to flirt back with him eventually. What happened was, Chaz actually put ice in my chair on one day when I was wearing a denim skirt because he thought he was flirting or trying to be cute or something. But I don't know. It didn't work at the time, but I guess I kind of started liking him later on. So what was your first impression of me? I guess you already kind of answered that. He said it was smoking hot, right?
Yeah, I mean, the eyes, that's what got me.
My eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah.
My first impression of Chaz. So I didn't think of Chaz like that, like I do now when I first met Chaz. He was just like really goofy and flirty. He was a lot of fun to be around, but I didn't really view you as like a significant other. I viewed you as like a really cool guy, like a cool friend, you know. He was like on the football team and stuff, and he was a jokester. I was like, okay, he's pretty brave. That was another impression that I got right from the beginning. Okay, don't flatter yourself too much.
I just wanted to be your partner.
Yeah, I know.
Life partner.
I know. Oh, from life science class. From life science to life partner.
What?
You never gave up on me, so.
Yeah, you never gave up on me. It took us a long time to get married, too.
It did. When was your first date?
So.
We didn't really ever have a first date. Like, ever. We were in high school, so we didn't, like, go out on dates or anything. We just kind of started dating at the Mullet Festival, probably, right? That's, like, when you asked me to be your girlfriend. But where did we, like, go? We kind of, like, went to church and stuff together for a little bit there before, and then my best friend Kella actually hooked us up for homecoming. We were just gonna go as friends, but we ended up going to homecoming together, and I guess that would technically be our first date.
That'd be our first date, and then shortly after that, we were actually dating.
We were exclusive. Yeah. You know, like it was actually I think 2 weeks from homecoming is when we were officially boyfriend and girlfriend. So yeah.
I wasn't brave enough to ask you, so I'm glad Mikella was brave enough to.
Shout out to the BFF.
Yeah. Thanks, Kella.
Thanks, Kella.
So when did you meet my family?
I think we met each other's families actually at one of your football games. I think it was the Pace football game.
Well, that's when our families met each other.
Oh, that's when they met each other. So where did I meet your family? I think just at your house, maybe on New Year's.
No, I think you met them probably at the football game. But I met yours. I think I met yours prior to you meeting mine.
Yes, you did.
Because I went to your house to pick you up for the Mullet Festival.
Yes, you did. You're right.
And I met your dad and we talked about bands and concerts.
Awesome. Oh, and by the way, Mullet Festival is not like hair mullet.
It is.
Well, I guess some people do technically have mullet.
But the fish as well.
Yeah, there's a mullet fish, and the festival is all about frying up the mullet and feeding.
And then throwing the mullet as far as possible.
Yeah,
while wearing a mullet.
While wearing a mullet and jorts, jean shorts. So it's kind of like, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of rides. There's a lot of famous people that come there and perform. But
really romantic date.
Yeah, really.
That's where I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, and I was wearing camouflage overalls, like hunting overalls. Yeah, it was super sexy. All right, so how did you know I was the one?
There was a hurricane that went through. Jesse was at my house during that time.
There wasn't a hurricane. The power just went out.
Why did the power just go out?
Okay, I guess it was a hurricane.
It was a major storm, and the power went out. So she wasn't taking shelter in my house during the hurricane versus her family's. It was just the power went out at my house. So
yeah, it wasn't a hurricane because we went out. The sky was clear.
Oh yeah,
we could
true.
see the stars. There was no storm.
It's like the calm after the storm.
No, honey, there was no storm.
Okay, there was probably a storm, but the power went out, and it was getting hot at my house, and so we decided to go outside where it was much cooler. So we went out on my front yard and laid out a blanket and just looked at the stars, and we're talking about what we think of love and what we thought love was, and had a really deep conversation. And as we were talking about that and getting to know each other a little bit more, we saw a shooting star going across the sky. And you told me, I didn't know this, but I guess you're supposed to make a wish when you saw a shooting star.
Yeah, I thought everybody knew that.
Not me.
Yes.
But we made a wish. We both made a wish. And
we didn't tell each other because we didn't want the wish to not come true. So we kept it a secret from one another.
Until our wedding day, where we exposed our secrets, and they both happened to be the same, which was I wanted to marry her.
And I wanted to marry him. And our officiant, actually, she knew what both of our wishes were. And we hadn't even shared them with one another, actually. We did not reveal them to each other. The officiant who married us, she was actually the one that said, and today both of those wishes come true. And at that moment is when we knew that that's what we wished for on that shooting star that night. So it was really, really special.
We kept that secret for so long, and then on our wedding day to actually expose that.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And can you add on to that? So Chaz actually, he had moved away for work. And so he actually, without my knowledge, flew down to visit my parents to ask my dad for my hand in marriage, for his blessing. And so when he flew down there, I guess my dad was driving you back up to the airport or something?
Yeah, he was driving me to the airport. And it was another night. And as we were driving, we were just talking and stuff about, we were just talking. And then all of a sudden, another shooting star, like it was like lit up the sky, green and everything. After asking your dad for your hand in marriage.
Yeah, isn't that amazing, guys? 2 shooting stars. It's like it was meant to be.
It's like a movie or something.
Yeah.
We did not we didn't make that up, I
on.
swear.
Okay. Can we make a perfect heart?
No, look, why am I getting my pinky?
So that is really both of our answers because I knew you were the one for me on that same night as well. So that was just a really special night for both of us.
So who said I love you first? It was me.
It was you.
Yeah. And I kind of like mumbled it under my breath. Like,
was that in your truck when you dropped me off at my house?
Yeah, in my awesome truck.
In his awesome truck, it's like super old, but super sweet. He calls it Old Betsy. Yeah. It's a little rundown old thing, but he loves that.
When I did say I love you, I was like, I love you. And you're like, what? I was like, oh, nothing.
Never mind. Yeah, he said like, oh, nothing. Never mind.
And then you're like, did you just say I love you? I was like, yeah.
Aww.
I was nervous.
Are you about to cry?
No.
How long have we been together? So we have actually been together, let's see. When we got married, we had technically been together for 8.5 years. We've been married for a little over a year. So yeah, it has been quite the whirlwind. So we have been together, what would it be now? I guess like around 9.5 years-ish, right? It'll be 10 years in October. What is your favorite memory of us in high school? We are high school sweethearts, so.
So my favorite memory, I had a lot, but I think the first time we kissed at the lockers, and I tried to play it off like it wasn't any big deal, and then like I turned around the corner, I was like, yeah, and ran off to football practice, and I had the best football practice ever.
Wow.
Yeah,
because
like,
you're so happy?
Yeah.
Aw, we love you.
I love you.
Let's see, the best memory in high school for me. Before Chaz and I were actually dating, I went with my family to a football game, and Chaz played on the football team. And so my mom was sitting there in the stands with me, and she was like, hey, who is that guy down there on the field? And I was like, oh, that's just Chaz. Like, because we were friends, and we weren't dating yet, so I was just like, yeah, that's Chaz. He's a cool guy. And my mom was like, look at him. He's really getting the crowd like pumped up. Remember that? He had a really vibrant personality. And my mom just kind of spotted him. He was the only football player getting that excited and kind of getting fired up, about the game and trying to get the crowd pumped up and everything. And so my mom was like, yeah, you really need to like get to know him better. He seems like a really fun guy. So it kind of made me, I already noticed you, but it made me notice him in a different way, if that makes any sense. Just because I was like, oh, my mom really likes him. He stands out to her. Maybe I should kind of think about this a little bit. So I think that was pretty cool, just kind of seeing my mom see you. And
so thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
What is our favorite memory of us in college?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I go?
Yes.
So I think my favorite one was our first year at FSU.
The rainy football game. Is that what you were going to say?
No.
Oh.
That was a really fun one. But when we went to the Miami game, FSU Miami game, was the first home game that we went to. And 2 F-15s did a flyover as the national anthem was going. And we were both there at FSU together. And I may have shed a freedom tear.
Yes.
I was super happy to be there with you.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome and very powerful. And the jets, they fly right over the stadium. It was just amazing.
That was awesome.
My favorite memory of us is not as genuine and sweet.
Oh, that's okay.
But it was when Chaz teleported. Do you remember that?
I still teleport.
So we were like, oh gosh, we had to be like juniors or seniors in college. I think probably we were juniors. I think it was our junior year. It was our junior year, yeah, because we lived at the apartment. And so, yeah, we lived together junior year of college. And so we were within walking distance to the campus and to some local clubs and bars. And so we had watched to this dance club one night on a weekend. And yeah, it was like a pretty
But I guess I had too much.
Yeah, and because we were in college, like all they had was cheap alcohol, and cheap alcohol does not do very well for us. So we were having a good old time.
It gives me special powers.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like it gives him special powers. He was teleporting. We were walking home, and I was like in front of him a little bit. I had to take my shoes off and I was able to walk a little faster, and Chaz was just back there enjoying his drink on the way home. And so I'm like, come on, babe, come on. And all of a sudden I turn around and he's gone, and it's dark. It's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm by myself, and all of a sudden he's like in front of me. I turn around, he's standing in front of me, and I'm like, how did you get over here? Like, what in the world? And you said, I teleported. So serious. Like he had superpowers. You teleported.
Yeah.
What is the best part of being married?
Finally knowing that we're going to be together forever. Mm-hmm. And that we get to start a family together.
Not anytime soon.
Well, stay tuned.
I agree, though. I think it's very comforting to know that you have your best friend there with you for everything, no matter what comes your way.
So do we have any traditions?
We're working on those. We're working on building those, I feel. We're still kind of early on into the marriage, and I know we've kind of been together for a while, but we haven't really developed many traditions yet, to be honest.
I think that's something that we want to do, like, as we grow our family. Like, your family has traditions, and mine do too. So we kind of want to figure out what we want to keep from each of those and also make it our own. So I think as we go along and have kids and have more holidays as a married couple, I think we'll probably, and not just holidays, but just things that we like to do.
Right.
So I think
actually yesterday we were talking about having like a family pizza night.
Oh yeah.
Making homemade pizzas and things
I love
like that.
pizza.
We haven't done that, but we've talked about it in our future. So maybe just kind of developing those future traditions. So, what is our favorite song? Like, what is our song? What do you think?
Our song is "Come What May" from Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
What would you say, like your like non-romantic favorite song would be?
A non-romantic song?
Yeah, just like your favorite song.
Like my favorite song, just me personally?
Right. Boom, go.
Boom, go. I hate you, I love you. I love that song.
Really romantic. We were
No, she's talking about like that he only sees this other girl and he never sees her. It's not romantic.
I was being sarcastic. Because we were just like, oh, come with me. You like, I hate you. I love.
Wait, we should just sing "Come With Me." Ready?
Oh no.
No, just a little bit.
No.
Come on. Just
No. No.
That'd be so cute. Come on.
No. No.
You don't want to sing with me?
I don't.
Come.
No. I don't. Honey, right now, I really like that 24 Karat Gold song by Bruno Mars, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I really like that song.
Okay.
It's got a nice beat to it.
Yeah.
24 Karat Gold.